Hey guys, welcome back. Episode 52 of Curious Radio. This week I got two of my really good friends on. I've been trying to get them on for a minute, but dates, conflicts, and schedules and all this shit gets in the way. But finally got them in. I got actor who's killing it out here, who's been out here for a long time, and a really good friend, Rene Rosado, and writer, director, and very talented filmmaker, Francisco Ordoñez. And we just had a beautiful conversation about what their journey's been like out here, and I got them to share a little bit about what that experience has been like and what they've learned. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I certainly did. Here it is, episode 52 with Rene Rosado and Francisco Ordoñez. What's going on, guys? I wanted to have you guys on. Francisco, obviously, director, filmmaker. You write as well too, right?
I do.
Yeah. That's like your main thing, right?
It's the thing that these days have been getting hired to do.
Yeah.
So I've been writing a script these days. Yeah.
Nice. And then Rene Rosado here, killing it on everything, man.
Trying, brother.
Yeah.
Trying.
Yeah. But it's a grind, man.
It is. It's dope though. It's dope. Some days are tough. Some days, you're just like. Some days you're full of fire. And you're like, all right, let's go get it.
Yeah.
Today I was a little down.
Yeah.
Today, this Monday, I was like, ah.
Yeah. I mean, but it's part of the journey, right? That's really what part of like being a warrior in any sense of the word is, like in any aspect of your life, like being like fuck, like I don't really feel like doing this shit right now, but it's the difference of not doing it or just being like fuck it, let's do this shit anyway, because other people out there are doing it while I'm feeling down, so who's gonna get it?
I mean, it's like
talking to the mic, Renee.
One mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Look like this.
Oh,
there. I want the people to catch this gold.
plus like this is what we do. This is it.
Yeah, it's a
Ain't
chase.
doing nothing else.
It's
man.
a chase.
Yeah.
It's a chase.
So it's like
You guys both moved out here from New York around the same time?
10 years ago.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
10 years ago, man. It's been a
Lived
crazy
in a-
journey. Yeah.
First place we lived was like this little like back pool house in a mansion.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty baller, though.
Yo.
No, it sounds baller, but let me tell you, it wasn't fucking baller.
It was like
It
a
was-
small room like this big, right?
Yeah.
It was this size, but the two of us.
Yeah. So we slept in
Shit.
a futon head to feet.
Nice.
For like
That's
what,
an
like 6
important
months.
detail. Head to feet. He always says it.
Head to
Because
feet, man. You
we
always
slept in
gotta
a
put that
futon
down there.
together.
Head to feet, man.
Face to face, you
Head to
woke up
feet.
sometimes. Hey, Snugglebum. How you doing?
At one point, there's this guy washing the window. He was looking down. I'm like, Cisco, we gotta get the hell out of this place, man. Let's go.
It's like-
That's when Carlos Prats came about, man. We met him. I met him in a commercial, and then we ended
And then
up
we
moving
all
in with him.
we moved in with him.
Yeah.
Got the
Shit.
fuck out of there.
I'm gonna have to coach you guys.
We rode
over
that.
and over.
We rode that.
Yeah, like that. See, it's just gonna be in front of you. It's kind of weird. I
We-
know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You rolled that.
It's a little phallic, a little
I know. It's
a little kind of old school.
I like it, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna get these arms and shit put into.
It's-
I'm
it's
just trying
what-
to figure out how to do it.
This is what I think of when like before TV was invented, when it was like just radio days.
yeah.
This is what I think of, like, what I mean, the announcer
And
in there.
today's news.
Yeah.
Hello.
All points bulletin.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So you guys met. That's funny, man. I'm gonna have Carlos Prats on too. I've been talking about having him on. That's kind of funny, man. I like the sacrifices you make, and you kind of forget about those things when we get like caught up in like what we have today, right? And we're
We
like,
do,
shit.
man.
I used to
Very
sleep on
true.
a fucking futon, head to
With
toe.
Cisco.
Yeah. This is not much better. Those are some of the best times of my life.
Like
And then a lot of times there is, right? There's beauty in those moments. Like there's beauty in those, like,
Absolutely,
in that
bro.
grind of
Yeah.
being like, that's what pushes, that's what drives that fire in your belly to be like, fuck, let's keep going, man.
Yeah, man. I
Let's keep
remember
going.
my first job was at the Cheesecake Factory, and
Pretty damn good food.
I
Honestly,
I don't know
like,
how good it is for
no,
you.
look,
but,
no, for sure. But I'm just talking about as far as restaurants go.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong, really. They have such an extensive menu.
Menu, bro.
It's-
over
Well,
300 things.
Renee used to tell me like how much butter they use in
Yo,
the
it's like a
in
stick
the,
of butter on any
literally,
dish,
literally,
no matter what.
literally, a
Everybody's just
stick-
getting
literally
fat.
like
But
a
I'm-
stick
Even
of butter.
salad.
But you
just
can never
like butter in it.
Salad, extra butter. Well, can I get some sodas? Yeah, extra butter. Milkshake, extra butter. Man, that's funny. Yeah, but so you worked at Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, man, busted my ass over there, and then
Carlos Prats worked there too.
Yeah, Carlos worked there.
At the same one?
Yeah, it was me, Carlos, our buddy PJ, Jessica Camacho as well, Jesse
Damn.
Lucan, a bunch of actors that just just moved out here trying.
That's
to,
the
trying to
job,
get it
though.
done, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Fucking
man. It
waiting
was
tables.
awesome. It was awesome.
What were you up to in those days?
Those days, I was I was directing these corporate videos, these pharmaceutical videos. So
Sounds
it was
super
actually
fun.
Oh, let me tell you, man, it was a party all day. Let me tell you.
It was good
But-
money.
but the
at
money
least
was-
you'd have a gig going.
But the
you
money,
know?
yeah, it was a good gig, yeah.
So cool. Man, it's not bad. You get out here, you're like, came out here direct, making all kinds of money directing these corporate videos.
Well,
Yeah.
but those people were in New York, and then I didn't stay in touch with them, and I ended up kind of like fading away from that whole thing.
We were
It's
just
probably
talking about that the other day, just
yeah.
how important it is to just keep in touch with these people that you meet.
True.
throughout the
Yeah.
Very
years.
true.
Well, because so many people come in and out of the business so often, man, and people forget,
Right.
like, I mean, as far as like we know, like little core group of people that we know that are in the circles and stuff that just kind of been at the grind for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like there's been certain people that come, you know, and they go and they're like, I gotta go do something else. I can't tell with the heartbreak, you know.
It's tough, man.
I managed not to do that, thank God, man.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying before, it's like I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
This is what
Yeah.
this is the only thing
Yeah,
I know.
what-
I don't know what
where
else.
am
I don't know what else.
All my friends are here, dude.
It's true. Like,
hey guys,
they're
I'm
just
back
as
in
crazy as
Connecticut.
I
What are
am.
you guys doing?
Yeah. Brought them all
I'd rather
here.
go back to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Hang out out here.
You guys want some fries with that? I know it's not a fast food joint, but still. Yeah, man. I feel the same way. I'm like, and if you look back in your life, it's kind of like it all makes sense. You're like, of course I'm doing this. Like looking back at your life, with all the shit that like adds up to being where you're at now. It's like kind of like a little carved out path.
In a way, yeah. I can see that. I didn't know I was gonna be an actor. Yeah, I had no idea.
Telling me.
bro. No idea. I went to school to be a guidance counselor.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, you understand human behavior. You understand characters.
Yeah. I guess, right?
Yeah, of
But
course.
it was just something that just happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely feel like I feel the artist or the
What was
director.
your introduction to it?
The first thing I ever did was a commercial for MTV, and
Speaking to the mic, Rene.
oh, mic check 1 2 1 2. It was it was this commercial, right? So I get a phone call from this agent, right, and he goes, "Oh, you have an audition." I'm like, "Well, what the hell's an audition?"
Yeah.
Right? And then
How'd you get this agent?
Oh, dude. At the time, I was smoking a lot of weed in college, and
Sounds
my sister's like, "You're smoking too much weed. You're gonna go get a summer job at this like wilderness camp." So I was a wilderness instructor during this time, and there's all we had was this radio, and I'll take people through the Appalachian Mountain trails for like weeks on end.
Damn, that's tight.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, bro. It was dope.
Not a bad gig.
And
Still getting high.
yeah, yeah. She sent me to that's where everyone smokes.
Yeah.
It's like, it was pretty.
Go get a job and get high at least.
yeah. But we had this. All we had was this radio, and like this commercial would always play. It's like Manhattan Model Search. You can be the next one. You could be the next like
Yeah.
superstar. And
Little
about, like,
Renee's like, I could. She's talking to me.
I think it's talking to me, but I swear to God, like about 3 months into just hearing this commercial, right? I go home, I put on the TV, and it's the same commercial.
Just the
man.
universe tapping you on your shoulder.
Yep. I was like, "Yo, Dad, I want to be a model."
¿Qué?
¿Qué? Nah, amigo, I can say.
Ponte a hacer otra cosa, no?
Yeah, nah, man. But that's how I ended up getting an agent. It was like this like scam, and
Kind of how a lot of people get into it, bro.
yeah, it was a scam though.
Yeah.
I paid $400 to get interviewed. I did this like little catwalk, and they gave me like a number, and I'm like smiling at everybody.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, hey.
Me llamo Rene Rosado.
Yeah,
That's fucking funny, man.
crazy, man.
Yeah, but you stumble into it. I think it's like a lot of times it's sticking with something, right? Like even if you're just like, I like this,
Yeah.
and you stick with it, like you end up figuring out not only like how to do that shit, but so much about yourself in the fucking process. Because this shit, like any art, really, will bring you down to your knees, where you're like, man, the fuck am I doing? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
no,
mean?
man. If it's not bringing you down to your knees, man, just like, getting that full self-discovery, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't
Yeah,
worth it.
yeah.
I had no idea this journey was gonna be like this,
Bro.
right? Like, you know, you decide to, you decide to be a director, you decide to be an actor,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, like, you're like
in fucking LA.
You're in LA, and like, and all of a sudden you're swimming in fear and doubt and all these things, and if you don't like face any of those,
Bro.
you are screwed.
And then at the same time, like
Yeah.
it's great. Sometimes that's your about where you're like in the office with a bunch of executives, and you just like kind of think about it, like, damn, like I maybe because I smoke a lot, but I think about it and I'm like, damn, from that fucking moment where I was like, I think I could do this shit. Like from that single thought to being like, I'm in this fucking boardroom, this multi-million-dollar studio, and they're fucking they're waiting for me.
Yeah.
Like, the lineage from point A to point B, like it's so nuts, bro. It's so nuts. What made you decide to be a director?
I fell in love with movies like in a probably serious way in college, and but I was afraid to take the leap. I was studying like political science. I thought I was gonna go to law school. I finished college and I started applying to film school. I finally I came to terms with the fact that my dream was to be a filmmaker. I applied to film school, got into film school.
That's the time to fucking make your mind up too, because you're young and shit. You're like, fuck it,
right,
you know?
right,
even if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So film school, for me it was like film school a little more formal.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing about acting, I think, is that like, there's not necessarily a traditional way to go about it. A lot of like, you know what I mean? There's technique, there's different ways or whatever. But I just feel like the best way to get good at it is by just fucking doing it.
Directing is the same thing though.
Yeah.
There's that old saying about Hollywood, right? That there's a million people and everybody got in a different way.
Yeah.
And that goes for directors for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times directors are people that used to be actors or something. You know. It's just
and they usually make really good directors because
Yeah.
they know how to talk to and they know how to communicate with an actor.
Yeah. That's a big thing, man. I've been lucky enough not to work with bad directors, but like it's a thing out here. Like
I had a bad director once. His name was Francisco Ordoñez.
You guys did your film out there? That was the first time you guys worked together?
Yo,
Yeah, that's how we met.
I met
St.
this guy in a
Paul?
commercial.
No shit.
That's right. That's right.
What was happening?
That's right, because I was PAing in a commercial.
No shit.
And I was already, and it was in my, I was putting my thesis film together, and like
Yep.
anytime I see a Latino actor, I would go up to him and be like, I'm about to make a film. You want to audition? And yeah.
Yeah,
I just went up to him.
Tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, man, I have this script. You want to read it?" I'm like, "I've never read a script before in my life."
You got to play the part. You're like, absolutely. Have your people call my people.
Exactly.
Give it a try. Yeah, man. We did St. Paul, man, which was awesome.
Which was a fucking awesome film, man. I love that film.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. I caught it here in I think it was a screening at the Lemley on Wilshire. Did you play it there? Where
Maybe.
the fuck did I see it?
Maybe LA Latino Film Festival.
Maybe, I don't know. I remember I saw it and I was like, this is when I barely knew you guys years ago. I don't even know how that.
I'm trying to think when, because that was I mean.
Because you
What
had
would that have been?
You had a screening of it again out here. Is what I'm saying. Like years later. This
Like
was like
we put it on, like it was a screening we did.
I don't know. It was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Because like the last one out here was a SAG thing. Remember where they showed like 3 shorts?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how much time flies.
It's true.
And then you guys met Sophie through there too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Tracy was in that?
Absolutely. Tracy
Yeah.
Perez, much love.
How
Yeah.
crazy is that?
That is crazy.
All of them are out here now.
Yeah.
We all have each other's phone numbers.
Yeah, man.
It is crazy.
You guys met way out there
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah,
A decade ago.
We're actually gonna do another film right now with Sophie.
No shit.
Yeah, she's
Oh, that's
gonna
right.
be
That's
the
right.
lead.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, Francisco is gonna be directing.
Well, why don't you tell the people so?
Oh, well, sorry about that. I forget,
check,
man.
mic check, mic two,
Mic
mic
check 1 2.
You know what it is, bro. You have a lot of emotional intelligence, and you know that talking to people, it's like an instinct. Yeah. Just bring the mic with you.
Bring it over there to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome, people. So she's the lead in it. She's producing it with it too, right?
Yeah, we're all,
She is.
We're all jumping
And
in.
Renee is as
Figuring
well,
out-
yeah.
yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
She's such a talent, man.
She is.
I love her. She's great,
She's fire, bro.
I saw her and Hugo do
Danny and the Deep Blue Sea.
oh
my God.
at
Yo.
the Los Angeles Theater Center.
Oh man, that was amazing.
Such an
Yeah.
emotional
Amazing.
roller coaster for me.
Like watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was crying and shit with
Yeah.
it. I was like, this is beautiful as fuck.
Were you there when Ugo proposed?
No, because I was there the last weekend, closing weekend.
Yeah.
And then they put on an extra screening,
Yeah.
like an extra
Yeah,
showing
show, yeah.
the week after, and that's when he did it.
Yeah.
I thought I was at the last one.
Yo, that was amazing. There's nothing better because like Sophie would start like she was already in the audience.
Yeah,
right?
she was sitting on the table eating
And-
peanuts or something.
Yes, yeah, and I was just watching
Which was
it,
so
like, wow.
fucking cool. You're immersed into this play.
Yes, yeah. I just remember looking at her. I'm like, this girl has no idea her life's about to change right now. Once you're done with the play, Ugo's
Yeah.
about to propose. It was awesome.
Oh, so you already knew.
Yeah, we all knew. We all like all the friends. Went
So
to see
how
it.
did he do it? I heard it, but I wasn't
he did
there.
it big. Like Ugo raised the bar, brother.
Bro,
Yeah.
the wedding, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I've talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
it here again for the millionth time.
Oh, you went
Well,
to the-
that's how good that wedding was. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
sure.
You went to the wedding?
Yeah, in
it was
Mexico.
I missed
dope.
that one. Yeah.
So what happened? What happened?
Yo, bro, he brought out a banda. He brought out like it was.
But how did it go? Paint the scene? Like what happened?
Yeah, well, they went through they did the whole play, and then the band came out, and then Ugo was just, it was just.
So wait, the play is over.
Yeah, the play is over, but the play is an emotional play.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Super
Like-
emotional.
No, I've seen it. I've seen the play in New York.
So you go through this whole journey with them, and then the band came out.
But wait, the play's finished, and then what? And then
And then Ugo
they
came out
bow,
with
whatever, and then they bow.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
bow, and then suddenly he
He
comes
needs a
out.
timeline of events. Okay.
Hey, man,
I'm trying to understand. I wasn't. I'm trying to picture it.
I'm just trying to say it was
too.
awesome.
I
I
have
don't
no idea how
remember
he did
it
this.
like point by point.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know, man. I was crying.
I really was though. I was like, oh my god.
I couldn't see anything through the tears.
Yeah. So okay. So they finish. They're bowing, and then he comes out, and then he brings a banda in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and just like propose. It was beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
That's dope.
Oh,
Well
man.
done, brother. Well done.
And then he put it out, like, I remember his post, he said something like, my girl, my castmate, something, my wife to be, and everybody was like, oh! That was tight, man.
He set the bar high for us,
Yeah,
for all
bro.
of us.
For real. I'm still out here
Taking a-
fucking throwing my fishing
Right.
pole,
Right.
you know.
Oh man.
Like, nope, not this one. Put it back.
Just retire the fishing.
Yeah, I know.
It's all
For a sec.
It's a lot better.
For a
that way.
sec. It's just, I've been sitting here, you know. As we all take a drink break. Coffee and drink break.
Some good coffee.
This water is sponsored to you by.
We got in this cup, man.
That's funny. But yeah, man. So you guys are. How long have you guys been working on this project?
Well, I've been writing it for a couple of years. I've been writing.
remember the mic.
Anybody,
remember the mic.
anybody just listening to this?
Yeah.
I just got an evil look from Rick right now. Talk into the talk. My mic,
Bro.
my mic is like a wand. I'm like waving it around like a.
Dude, if you had a giant dick like that, you wouldn't know how to control it, bro. You'd be on the streets on the loose, just bouncing around in sweatpants, no underwear. So you've been writing it for how long?
Been writing it for a couple of years. Basically, what happened was that Sophie, one time met up with me and was like, "Let's write something together."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Let's do it on the weekends. You know, we're both busy or whatever." And I was like, "If we write something on the weekends, we'll be finished in like 10 years." You know what I mean? Like, 'cause writing is like it takes a lot of time.
Dude, I've been trying to write. It's very difficult. Very difficult.
So, but yeah.
So you guys started on the weekends?
Yeah. No. So I was like, listen, I'll stop and just work on the script. Let's see if we can raise a little bit of money so I don't have to work.
Yeah.
She was able to do that, and
She
is
the crafty.
she is incredibly resourceful. Besides being an amazing actress, she's
Bro.
yeah. That's why I knew that I could produce this with her and Renee because she did the play. She's just she's.
I've only
great.
seen it from a distance.
She's great like that,
and I'm
yeah.
like, God damn, how'd you
Smart
figure
and
Dude, she
organized and all that
created her own
stuff.
company, bro.
that? I know.
Like,
She just figured it out.
Yeah.
figured it out.
Well,
Yeah.
Gotta do it. All right, cool. Now she's got a baby.
Yeah,
she got a
little phoenix.
She did that. She did that. I know
Made
she
a
could do
person.
this. Yeah, exactly. She made it. Produced a human being. I think she could produce a little
You can do
micro
anything
budget
now.
film. So
You can make a fucking
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, we can't produce a person. Well,
Yeah. I
somewhat.
mean, you can assist.
Yeah, we can say right. We can
You can be like
contribute.
you can be like a shitty PA in the process.
Yeah, exactly.
Tapping actors on the shoulder and talking about, hey, I'm doing a film. Yeah, man, that's crazy. So you guys are how far along are you guys in the stage of this film?
So what we're doing now is we let me back up a little bit just so give you the whole picture. So the idea was to do something that we could do small, that we wouldn't have to raise that much money. I've been through this, you know a lot. I've been through went through the whole game of trying to raise 1.5 million for this other movie, a bigger project.
And we don't even have to get into
and we
that.
we'll get into it.
We can?
We can get into it if you
Okay,
want.
cool.
Yeah, we can get into
Let's
it.
talk about that
But that was
after this.
You want to go straight to that one, huh?
Because that's what people need to
yeah,
hear.
that's what
though.
people want to hear.
That's what people
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's what real
yeah.
people need to hear.
Yeah, and I'm not the same. I'm not the same filmmaker that I was going in
Yeah.
because I learned all the lessons of that.
Yeah.
and that led because we thought we were going to make the film. Renee was going to star in it, or was going to star in it. We thought we were going to do the movie in New York. So I went to New York, and
I love that script, by the way.
good. Thank you, bro.
Powerful
And
script.
That
the
script,
the good thing was that came out of it was another project that I did with my friends called Imperium with Daniel Radcliffe, where Daniel Radcliffe plays an FBI agent. Yeah, so
Oh, nice.
So that was there because I was there, and then I was shooting in Virginia, and
You were
then I
close
went
by.
down there and worked on it and helped out.
Hell
with it.
yeah. That's
But
fucking cool.
but the idea with this movie, it's called the low end theory, is to do something that's low budget enough that we could actually pull it off with our resources.
You doing like a modified or something?
It's ultra low, SAG
low,
ultra
okay,
low,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But it's fire, bro.
for people out there, that's like a $250,000 project.
Yeah.
It can only be a 200.
Which is funny. Like,
that's the max.
That's
out.
ultra low.
That's ultra low.
Yeah, right.
Some people out
Yeah,
there
exactly.
like,
That's that shit.
$200,000.
Yes. That's
lot of
ultra-
goddamn
Tell
money.
my
ultra
dad
low.
to lend me $250,000
Yeah.
because it's cheap, Dad. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Slap me
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah,
Right.
ultra low budget.
Right.
So
Well, that's interesting because that's part of the realization I had with Asher, with the film that we didn't make, the bigger
Yeah.
budgeted film, is that most of the directors that are around me that I went to film school with, what I realized was that they were able that a lot. I mean, there were many factors how you get a film made, but one of them is if you're able to put your own skin in the game, if you're able to put money into the project. And I think
A lot of these kids came in with money.
well, the thing is, the thing is that first films, the director is the biggest liability on the film. If you're the first time filmmaker, you know what I mean? It's like people love the script. It's like, well,
Even if you do like a proof of product,
that always helps.
Yeah.
That always helps.
which for those who don't know, it'd be like doing a short film or
A
something,
trailer piece,
a trailer
or a
something,
short,
based off of what your
proof of
movie's gonna be
concept,
at.
right? So you're proving the concept. You're
Yeah.
saying to investors, but where was I? So
You're saying that in film school you were learning that a lot.
yeah,
of
yeah,
money
no,
going
and what
into it.
what it was coming to terms with the fact that first films are usually friends and family kind of films on some level.
Yeah.
Like whether they're $3 million film or $5 million film, usually what kicks it off. So the thinking is that with a smaller budget, it's something that I could actually put my own money into, kickstart it, probably do crowdfunding, so that's where we are right now. We're in the process of raising enough money to start shooting it.
Yeah.
Well, even then, bro, like a lot of times, if you think about it, like I feel like we're going back to movies that have not necessarily a giant budget, but big production value, if that makes any sense. So it's like there's a lot of the quality's high, right? But it's really the story that drives things, and the stillness in these frames, like the realness, that letting these moments breathe. You know what I mean? Within scenes, like I've been watching a lot of independent films that are making a lot of online shit too. Like online content is being made with really low budgets because they're telling,
It has to be. It has to be
real stories.
Yeah.
Right, but also because the whole business changed, because
Yeah.
technology changed distribution. Before you could pre-sale a movie on the DVD sales. There's no more. It was the last time you bought a DVD. I mean,
I got
occasionally,
screeners.
but, right.
I don't even,
Right.
Yeah. I don't even own a DVD, but I have a laptop. I guess.
I don't know where to play DVD right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
So today you make a movie that you would have 8 years ago, 10 years ago made for $1 million. You got to figure out how to make it for 300.
Yeah. Well, you also
know.
don't have a lot of other shit to worry about. You know what I mean? In that sense,
The-
because in that sense,
That's
like,
the technology's cheaper. It's more
Yeah.
accessible. There's
Yeah.
all that. So it kind of balances. So the internet fucked everything up, made everything crazy. But
But it's
the
good, too.
technology's cheaper.
but it's also
so
good
kinda-
because good content's gonna find eyes.
That's true. What doesn't change is knowing how to tell a story.
Yeah.
That doesn't change, no
Exactly.
matter what.
And I feel like it's getting back to the realness, because before they were able to honey dick you a little bit better. You know what I mean? They would be
Right.
like, "This movie's awesome." They show you a trailer,
Right.
cool cover,
Right.
and the
Right.
movie's dog shit. You know
right.
what I mean?
Right.
But now it's like it's content driven, so it's like
Yeah.
it's gonna suck at first, but I feel like over this process, the best shit's gonna rise to the top. You
I
know what mean?
like the idea that Rotten Tomatoes is a factor now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It's
like it
nuts.
really affects the actual
It
box
is
office
hate-
of movies.
The only thing I feel about Rotten Tomatoes
I-
is just
I
a
know
bunch of
there's a lot-
haters, bro.
I know-
they're
well,
just they're just bitter,
The critics,
not working people.
The critics.
I mean, I don't know about the critics, but I'm
talking about the critic. I mean the critic. I don't know. I'm not talking about necessarily about like
I
you
don't
know,
know
the
who
reviews.
even fucking votes on that.
Critics. They
Which critics? They're like little web trolls and shit.
I think what they do is I think you've got to be like in a major like
yeah, just
just like random people just writing in Rotten Tomatoes.
long-haired dude who hasn't been laid
Right.
in 10 years. You know, is living with grandma in the fucking shed.
There's too much shit to see out there. So I like to use something to help me find something that it's gonna be worthwhile for 2
I
hours.
just feel like they have to write something shitty, no?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know how it is for Yelp. Yelp is the same way. I don't.
Yeah.
There's no restaurant won't.
Yelp is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in some city we haven't been. I can't remember what the fuck was I with my girl, and I was like, what would we have done in the past? Like when you try to find a good, because the worst is you go in and fucking sit down and it's a shitty meal, right?
It happens all
So
the
now
time.
you
Happen a lot.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
it's your
Now
fault. If the
Yelp,
meal sucks, it's your fault.
real, yeah.
You should have done the work.
You should have paid your
less-
phone bill and
yeah.
looked up Yelp.
it's less likely to happen. That you know.
Yeah, I just feel like I guess I'm thinking about the 1%ers, right? The 1% of shit people that are out there that are gonna, give a negative review to actual good business because they're, some shit person, and now that business
But
is gonna
people
suffer.
take the reviews pretty seriously on Yelp. Like,
Yeah, for the most part, that's what I'm saying. But there's still a 1% of people that use that power.
Yeah, little trolls. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
You know what I mean? Negatively.
Yeah.
So back to getting back to filmmaking. So let's get into like what happened, man. As far as like trying to make a big budgeted film, and it's not even necessarily a giant budget, but it's a big budget film.
It's a bigger budget for a first time filmmaker.
Yeah.
The other key part of it as well is who's the how movies get financed, right?
Yeah.
A big part of it is the stars. Who's in this, right? Does the person have name value? The person is worth.
Cisco.
The person is worth. The person. We're gonna keep it 100 here, right? And we're gonna,
No, let's keep it 100.
Well, what I'm getting at, without shitting on my boy Rene right here, what I'm getting at is I mean, how a movie like Imperium gets made is that you get a Daniel Radcliffe to sign on. It's a small movie, first time director. You can manage to do that. You're along
because you got something to latch on to. You got Daniel Radcliffe.
It's money. It's about money. At the end of the day, it's about an investor saying, okay, well, at least his face on the poster,
ROI.
I can protect my investment.
Yeah.
And so the thing is that me and Rene were the biggest liabilities on a film that's
two main components,
and we're the two main components. Actually, I'm borrowing that concept, but it's so true. Did you see Blue Ruin?
No, I haven't seen that.
Dope movie. You should see it if you haven't seen it. It's like it was made for I think like $200,000 and
really?
And did really well. And then he did Green Room. I can't remember the director's name right now, but he was pointing out. I saw his interview with him, and he was like me and my star, who he fought for this movie, were the biggest liabilities, and it's true. When you're making a first film, you're one of the bigger liabilities. But he was able to raise like $35,000, I think, on a crowdfunding campaign, and put his credit cards up and finished the film. And the film did amazing and went to Cannes and did all this shit.
Killed it. Yeah, and then work lines up. Then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Hey, we'll buy whatever you make." It's like, bitch, I was at your office last Tuesday.
He gave me 500 no's.
Exactly. Now all
it's
of
all
a sudden,
steps. It's all steps. Like we were saying before. It's all steps. And you look back. And before I did the short films, I would look back. Oh my God, it's gonna be so difficult and fucking to do a short film.
Yeah.
You do it, and then it opens doors. Didn't open enough doors to make a movie, a $1.5 million movie.
Yeah. But it also taught you a lot in the process.
Taught me a shitload. And, absolutely.
How was that process for you? Was that your first film?
It was gonna be my first.
St. Paul or
St. Paul. St. Paul.
Yeah, no, St. Paul was my first Oh yeah, sorry, I forget, man. My bad. No, St. Paul was my first short film, man.
I could boom for you.
It was dope. It was a cool experience. Like I just just with Dan cooking as well.
The director of Imperium, my boy, the director of Imperium was cooking on my set. That's right. I totally forgot about that.
How times change.
His
we're all friends. These are like my best friends.
Columbia University. You know what I mean? So all his like friends were all like
killing it.
Killing the game.
Yeah, people. Very proud of my friends. They do well.
Yeah.
Learning from them inspired me. So
same. I think that's a big part of it too. Like having people around that are competing in the game, that are pushing you in your game.
Your tribe, man. Your tribe is important.
We were talking. We talked about that a lot, man.
Absolutely.
Very true.
Just because there's a lot of us out here, but it's just like you gotta protect your energy. I say it on here all the time. I'm like, you gotta protect everything that you intake, like down to the fucking shit you follow on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like if you're following a bunch of stupid ass shit on Instagram, that's knowledge you're taking in, like in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
And that's shaping the person that you are. And if it's not things that are in line with who you're imagining yourself as, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Absolutely, man.
You know.
Yeah, I think also, I mean, like with my circle of friends, it's what's cool is there's that little bit of like. Are you looking at the sound? You're seeing it it's loud enough?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're looking at the sound waves?
I look at
it's loud enough.
All right.
That's perfect.
So
you look at your circle of friends.
Yeah, what's cool is that there's that like, a little competition. You know, like you watch somebody's shit, and you're
healthy.
Like, you watch like, well, that's fucking dope. I got to do as good as that or better than that.
Well, because you're like, my boy's killing it.
Yeah,
I got to be killing it too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also lets you know
that's a positive thing.
You're able. Someone's able to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that too. That's amazing.
That's the way I see it. Because everybody's always like, I'm like, look, man. When I see somebody else, it's like, oh shit, this person next to me just got blasted up. You know what I mean? Oh shit, this person next to me over here. It's happening all around me. So it's just about be like, all right, you're in the game. You know, and you're in the game, and that's kind of it's the chase, bro. It's exciting, man. I don't know.
It is exciting. It's exciting, man. Wake up every day, do what we love.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, people get caught up in the race and stuff, but I'm like, now I'm able to live such a like me lifestyle, and like thinking back to what my plans were when I was like a young kid. You know, you think about it, like you think like I'm gonna be married when I'm 28, and I'm gonna have 12 kids, and I'm gonna fucking
which is if someone wants to do that,
cool.
that's okay. You know what I mean? But like
but I mean, I'm just saying like what in comparison to what I thought and what I what's happening. I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so crazy. Why would I say that?
I didn't know. I asked my a lot of my college friends that ended up living in New York. They're like lawyers and doctors, and I asked them like, hey guys, have you had a chance to just like have some kind of self exploration? You know, like have you had a
That's the luxury,
which is what we do, which is what we self explore for a living in a way.
Yeah, man. And they haven't. They haven't.
You don't have time.
At least not as much as as we get a lot of time to do this.
I had this Diane Castle. She said I think actors are the most enlightened people, and like if I was a chick in a group of people, I would say that I would pick the actor as the most enlightened person in the group. And I'm like, that's interesting. She's like because that actor's had it's you're studying human behavior, just start discovering aspects of yourself, like just in doing your fucking job. That's your job. You know what I mean? Figuring yourself out, you figure out everything.
Yeah, no, dude, I had no idea acting was gonna be such a spiritual journey.
That's what hooked me on it.
That was amazing. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, and it could be other things, right? But you get lost into that shit too, which a lot of us have. We get caught up in the hype. You party, you get going places, and which is cool. Like everything has its place out here. Everything has its place.
I mean, you're gonna find what you search for. That's why you just got to make sure your mind is prepared enough to find the right thing. You know
and taking in the content you're gonna see. So if you're following a bunch of people that are partying and shit, you're gonna want to go fucking party.
Yeah, because it's just the normal thing to do, right?
Yeah,
everyone else, just you fall.
But if you're watching some shit where people are grinding on your, they're like, oh damn, I gotta go grind.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Going back. So you guys are the biggest liability, and
way to bring it back.
Yeah, bro. I'll bring it back to water. Going back, so you guys being the biggest liability, what were the issues that you guys ran into? Was funding, right? But what happened? Coffee
not completely at liberty to speak about every detail of it.
Yeah,
But basically we weren't able to move the needle with the money and get, you know what I mean?
But that speaks in itself, just being able to say like we can't even talk about it. Because that's usually when bullshit or fuckery happens, when somebody, steps in or something, some entity steps in and fucking.
And it's not, it's funny because
pisses in your coffee.
Yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is that it's a story that I heard before it ever happened a million times to other filmmakers. You're always like, you know what I mean?
That's never gonna
happen. That's never gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
We all make ourselves the exception. That's exactly when it happens to you. When you get too comfortable and too trusting, and you ignore the red flags.
Yeah, and along those lines, the other thing is like I think what happened to me was that being that I went to film school, I was like, I'm fucking dope. Like I need somebody should give me. I deserve for somebody to not put in a penny, not do anything, not be a first time filmmaker. Right? I mean, we did well. We
it's part of the ego manifesting itself, and
because people,
but it drives you.
People would talk. I mean, people have been doing micro budget movies, and people have been tailoring the size of their budget to the amount of money they have.
Yeah.
Before I did this movie, obviously, and I had thought about it, but I was like, I don't need to do a smaller film. I need to I was like, because I'm fucking dope, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was part of it. I mean, it isn't. I mean, it's not. There's a million reasons why a movie like that doesn't get made. I mean, we. It isn't just one. It isn't one person. It isn't one thing. But
there's a lot of moving parts.
There's a lot of moving parts.
But there's got to be a common denominator there. Underlying problem that probably connects all of that.
Yeah. I mean, we had some cast that we connected. That was
dope cast.
We had people that are still probably
interested.
That we're still But I figure I realize it's like I need to go over this hurdle.
Yeah.
And then I can go on over a bigger hurdle, and that's the plan.
Because that's the difference. So when you're in this race, it's like how many people would have dropped out at that point? Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was tough, man.
Now you're going after my life, with this shit. This is my work, and now this is my livelihood because of this fucking movie. You're, shady shit that happens. Like people don't understand that. That's a big reason why people don't understand the whole Harvey Weinstein thing. I'm like, you don't understand. That motherfucker could have ended people's lives. In the process, in the same process, they get lawyers and shit. They'll ruin you. You'll never work again, or they'll sue your ass for defamation or whatever.
I remember reading the story about this a TV producer she left, like, the person he harassed,
Yeah.
the woman he harassed, like, left the business. Like, she was like, you know, it's
What are
like,
you gonna do? Yeah, you know, and think about how many people would tap out at that point. But it's just like it's a test, you know, and you learn so much. And I think a lot of that too is because I've had similar experiences with people, not obviously on that scale, but it just showed me that like you shouldn't be making excuses for people and you shouldn't be ignoring your gut.
Yeah, no, it's right. Yeah, it
know,
made me think
because-
about myself and
Yeah.
how I'm
You're
standing
like,
up for
why
people.
do I-
Am I
why-
standing up for people and
Yeah.
am I doing the right thing? Yeah,
Because a lot of
totally.
times we make excuses
Yeah.
for people who are
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
that's just how they are. It's like, well,
Right.
that's not a fucking excuse
Right.
for somebody being
Yeah.
a dick
Yeah.
or pulling a weird move or doing some shady shit. I used to do that a lot, and without even thinking about it. Like, you know, a girl would tell me like, oh, that dude's a creep, this and that, he did that. And I'm like, no, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
like, what
he
the
should
fuck?
be him.
But I'm not
Nah,
even
man.
thinking about it. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
Right.
this motherfucker's really being a creep
Yeah.
when I'm not around and shit around girls or whatever. Like, you know, and now I don't make excuses for people anymore. And I mean, it's different, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's the same thing because
Yeah.
it's like somebody, I don't know. I always say, how you do anything is how you do everything. It's my fucking quote to live by. And, you know, that's why I'm saying ignoring your gut a lot of times. It's like you see something, you're like, you know, it'll be fine. And then something pops off down the line. You're like, fuck. I don't know. They're all blessings, I think. I think they're at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I mean, I ended up getting, because of
Yeah.
Asher.
Yeah.
I ended up
That's
getting,
right. That's right.
Gersh, and, you know,
Oh, yeah,
once
yeah.
I got Gersh, I ended up
Good
getting
agency.
Major Crimes, which
Yeah.
was, I mean, so
Major Crimes was big, huh? You did that for a while.
It changed my life, man. It
Yeah.
Changed my life. Yeah.
Yeah. How long did you do that?
I did 3 years, 30 episodes, man.
Shit, man.
30
Yeah.
episodes. That was like the biggest, you know, it's the biggest thing I've done. But I learned so much.
Well, because on that
Yeah.
type of show, bro, it's moving. You're
it's-
moving.
Yeah, constantly. It's
Here's
quick, real
30
quick.
pages of dialogue.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, by the way, here's a rewrite. What?
Yeah.
Action. What?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, and then you
Yeah.
get sharp though. It's those neural pathways you're forming, bro, and it's like it becomes a bullet train eventually.
Yeah.
It's like fighters how they train. You know what I mean? They train specifically for a fight. You know, they program their moves. Okay,
Right.
you're gonna throw jab cross, jab cross, jab cross until it's just reflex.
Instinctual, yeah.
It's just reflex. You know, and it's the same thing in the game. That's why a lot of people don't like to take smaller jobs or whatever. And there's a lot to be said about that, but a lot of times some of those jobs can just help you stay on top of your game if it's been a minute or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just-
absolutely.
Absolutely. You know, I learned so much there. It's conquering fear every day going to work. You know what I mean,
it's
awesome.
nerve-wracking, bro.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Sorry, man. It could be, especially like you know, some days you think like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna work on my lines this hard today. You know what I mean? Then you go
There's
to
no
work, like,
days
oh,
off.
shit, I should have worked. I should have done my job.
You never do your job and then be like, man, I shouldn't have done my job.
right.
It's never the other way around.
Right.
It's like working out. It's like,
right.
man, I shouldn't have worked out. Yeah, it's
No,
weird.
it was awesome, man.
But it teaches that. But everybody wants to be an actor until they figure out how much goddamn hard work it is.
It's a lot of work. It's a
Or a
lot of
director,
work.
like I want to be a movie director. It's like,
No,
all right,
this guy works hard.
I
man.
know.
He's
That's what I'm saying. Or even a writer. Think about writers. Writers how right.
Like you were asking me before. I mean, like writing for me is like a necessary evil. Like, you know what I mean?
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to find something you like that you read and you like it.
Yeah.
Because
So you
I
gotta
learned
make
this in
it.
film school. I would read somebody's script. I loved it. They were going to direct it. So I could, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So then I realized like I better figure this out because if I want to have good stuff, as you get, you know, bigger in your career, then you get sent the better scripts.
Shit, that'd be awesome.
I read my friends who've done features and who are represented. They start to get scripts from people. I start to read them. I mean, and they agree. I mean, we're like, this is a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
the cliche about how hard it is to find a script.
Yeah.
A good script, good writer. It's fucking.
But
hard.
in a lot of times, shit gets made.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
shit gets made. They
A
need
lot of
they need to churn shit out.
That's I don't know. But now the industry's changing so quickly right now. It's kind of weird, man. I don't think you know, people were kind of like, oh, it's a free for all.
Yeah,
but it's like,
I feel like everyone's gonna be working. So there's so many like streaming networks.
It's insane.
It's just insane.
it's insane.
There's a lot of
especially like
opportunities.
look around like the group of people like. Especially this core group of people that's been around for at least the past 5 years or whatever, 5-6 years. It's like,
Yeah.
shit. It's inevitable because there's a whole new wave. You forget, like I still always feel like a newbie. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like I'm always
right,
like I'm a
right.
fucking newbie here, but it's like you forget. It's like, well, it's
Right.
been It's
been a
fucking
minute.
years.
It's been a minute.
Been years, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
But you get caught up in this shit. You also like lose years of your life with this shit. You don't even think about, oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I see.
True.
I lived in my car for a week.
I see time passing
Yeah.
now by like how like I have a 5-year-old niece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow, like I haven't.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Right?
my niece and my nephew, yeah, they remind me like time is flying by, man. Like,
Yeah.
Shit. I feel it in my body sometimes, bro, because I train hard, man. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm not,
what do you?
I'm not regenerating.
Just
like I
working
used to.
out or?
Yeah,
or,
working out. And I do yoga too on the weekends. I do.
So LA, bro. So
Fuck
LA. Like,
Fuck you.
I love it, dude.
Well, you know what?
We came out here, we're like, yeah, let's go conquer the world. I
Yeah.
do yoga now, man. You know?
I just meditated this morning.
Yo, but it's
I
amazing.
need to do that. Shit.
Well, my back was
meditate
fucked
every morning,
up, bro.
brother.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. My back was fucked, so yoga's been helping me with my back and just a lot of shit, man. It's just, my mobility. It's as you're getting older, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I look at it like don't turn this shit off and don't turn that shit off because if you're not using it, you're
Yeah.
losing it.
Right.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
How long have you been doing yoga?
Probably like 6-7 months. Not that long, but I do it once a week. Bikram yoga, 90 minutes.
And it's like a workout, right? Like you actually
hard
like
as-
sweat. You're like
it's-
you're like sweating.
90
and, like,
minutes. It's like the
Right.
studio I go to is hot as fuck. It's like 110, 120. It's fucking
Oh, on
hot.
purpose, like
Yeah.
Right.
It's hot as it's
I've
hot
never
as,
done it. I know.
bro. And then it's 26 poses and you do it and it's the same poses every time and it's a sequence. It's more mental, bro, because you just want to tap out the entire time. You know what I mean? And you just focus on your motherfucking breath. And you're like you're dripping buckets of sweat.
I gotta try it,
bro.
And get my yoga mat. And try
Yeah,
it,
bro. It's fucking great. Whenever you guys want, man,
Sounds
let
like
me
a
know.
room full of ringworm.
No, dude, you know what's crazy? And it's very competitive to me, at least, because there's like a lot of women do it, and like a lot of these women are fucking killers at it.
Right.
And I'm like, I will not be outdone
Right. Right.
in
Those
this
are
yoga
cheese up there.
shit.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
so
man.
it's fun, man. It's done wonders for my back, man. I've been just fucked up a long time. That's how you feel the years, man. That and hairlines, and fucking mobility. That's how
That's-
you,
Especially when you like try to stand up, you're like, ugh. You do
Yeah,
that. You
yeah.
do the old man, like, ugh.
remember my dad used to do that when I was
Flip a disc.
Yeah.
bro. Shit, man.
Dude.
So, man, so that being a learning process, I don't know. I feel like all that does is just craft the project that really needs to be made, which is what you guys are. I feel like you guys are doing right now. And
Yeah, absolutely. And just like to be able to like continue after something.
And you've also figured out who's who
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
process. Because the people involved in this project, you got, as you all have had a close relationship since fucking
Absolutely.
12 years now or some crazy shit. And you've throughout this process, you figured out who the real ones are, and you're like, okay, cool. Let's us real ones.
Yeah. It's like
Let's make something. Let's condense this group.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to watch. I can't wait to see what the fuck it is. I don't know anything about it.
Dude, it's dope. It's fire, man. It really is.
So the script is done and everything.
Oh yeah. We're definitely in the
Shooting stages.
in the
or budget collecting stages.
the budget collecting stages. We did a little audition to
Nice.
yeah. We already started doing that a
Oh,
little
that's
bit.
right. That's right. I know what. I remember.
You probably saw.
What's the character's name?
Raquel is the lead, which is gonna be played by Sophie.
Not that
And then
one.
there's if you saw we did a casting for Yuli. We probably put out Yuli.
Yuli, yeah. So
Basically,
I
what
saw.
it's about, so people out there know what we're
Yeah,
talking
I
about.
know.
Basically, it's about Sophia Yepes is going to play this woman Raquel, who works for a drug dealer. Who she's a Smurf. She takes money and she deposits it in accounts in small quantities for this drug dealer. And what happened is, and she lives with the drug dealer's sister. They're married. And what happens is she meets this chick and she starts to become obsessed with her, starts cheating behind this woman's back.
Bad idea.
And then finds out that the girl that she's fallen in love with is in debt to these people, and she begins stealing from her drug dealer boss to pay off the debts of this woman. And Raquel, the main character, what she also, and she works for this drug dealer, but what she really wants to do is be a beat maker, a producer. And so she dreams of doing that. And Rene is the rapper who also works for
Dale.
Don Dale. And
He's gonna be like a daddy Yankee, taking off his shirt, singing a thong song in Spanish.
Completely
that's
rewrote
exactly
it for us,
yeah,
bro.
exactly. It's pretty good, man.
That'd be
Can I buy
fucking
that?
funny, bro. Puerto Rican star.
Hey, I'm here for
Mr.
it.
Worldwide.
So we get our money. That's how we're gonna get the money.
He's always shirtless.
Yeah.
Every time you walk
Greased
in, greased, yeah, oiled up.
Fucking salsa comes on whenever he walks into a room. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to do some reggaeton now. That's fucking funny.
Back to the feature.
Yeah. From the sublime to the
voice.
ridiculous.
I know, right? Yeah, that's funny, man. That sounds fucking awesome, man. Shit, so
It's
yeah.
a little film noir
Yeah.
with a
Fuck yeah,
twist.
I can't
With
wait.
a
dope twist.
with
It's
a
got
little
a-
lesbian twist.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. It wouldn't be a Cisco script without a twist. Give it a little twist.
Give it a
All
little-
right, it's time for some hot seat questions.
Oh, hot seat question. Wait, we were told we weren't gonna have hot seat.
Yeah, I
questions.
thought you
Listen, you sons of bitches.
you lied to us.
What is your most favorite most used emoji?
Smiley face, unimaginative.
the two hands. Like
What is a must-have New York spot for food?
Oh, so many.
Like from your
Like-
hometown.
Like what I miss is probably that's a hard one.
What do you miss?
I would say probably Tierras Colombianas. This is
Tierras Colombianas.
Yeah, it's
Boom,
Colombian
what about
spot
you?
in Queens.
actually, from Meriden, Connecticut, where I'm from, there's this Chino Latino.
Chino-
I told you about Chino
Oh,
Latino.
yeah,
bro.
that's right.
Yeah,
Tell me
brother.
about Chino Latino.
That one in Puerto Rico is
yes,
amazing. There's
yes.
one in Puerto Rico that's pretty fucking
Chino
amazing.
Latino.
Chino Latino,
Yeah.
man.
It's a Chinese dude he's a Latino
Who-
dude.
It was more Puerto Rican than I am, man. He makes tostones and alitas and like.
Bro,
Oh man.
I want to meet fucking Chino Latino, bro.
Yeah, this
There's a
place-
bunch of those in
I'll go out
New
there
York.
just for that.
There's
No
a bunch-
shit. Oh, it's a
yeah.
chain.
No.
It's
It's
just a style of
Oh, I
yeah.
see, I see.
Yeah, Chinese immigrants that went to the Caribbean.
Yeah,
that
man. They were like
yeah.
No
And-
fucking way. And they just
Yeah.
give it their own Chinese twist.
amazing,
Yeah.
brother.
Fusion. It's
Just-
basically essentially
Yeah,
the
it
first
is fusion. Yeah.
Shout out to Wawa's Kitchen in Meriden, Connecticut. That place.
They're gonna be like, oh shit,
Oh!
that's us, mama, we made it. The zombie apocalypse is coming. What are the three people you pick?
Three
be on your
people.
team.
3 people right here.
Boom.
Definitely this guy. It's my brother.
One.
I would say my girlfriend.
He's gonna charm his way through it.
Huh? Yeah, he'll
He's
charm his
gonna-
way through the
he's gonna
zombies.
charm
Yeah,
his way through the zombies.
he'll charm and
Hey guys.
thong-
Take off the shirt.
Tonga dance to the zombies.
We're going to sing some reggaeton. Your girlfriend?
My girlfriend Monica.
Boom.
Shout out to you. And I'll say my boy Dan Regussis.
Dan?
Shout out to Dan. Yeah.
Bam, Dan, you made the team. You
You
made
bet.
it now. You're good now. What about you, Rene?
Let's see. Octavio, because he can just find. Octavio can make food out of anything. Like,
All right,
he's a
resourceful.
resourceful. Got to bring the smart one in.
San Francisco?
And then PJ, because he's just wild enough to like
Kill
get
the
us through
zombies?
whatever. Yeah, he'll kill.
He'll destroy the zombies.
Bro, I remember we were coming back from Mexico, and it's like a 2-hour ride to like the airport, and we dropped off PJ in some middle of some fucking
just
Mexican
figures it out,
town
brother.
in the middle of nowhere.
He's like, I'll get out right here.
yeah,
Just
on the
let
way
me
to
out.
the airport, and he's like,
Right.
"Fuck it, I'll figure it out." And then he was here in the States. Eventually, I saw him. Here. I was like, "Where you been?" He's like, "Santa Monica, bro." Boom, all three. All right, this goes for both of you. Would you rather be extremely hairy or bald completely?
You mean bald, like beyond what I already am?
No
What do you mean?
eyebrows.
Kind of not.
No eyebrows.
Tough one.
No facial hair. No arm hair. Nothing.
For real?
Slick.
I'll be bald
I'll be-
completely. Extremely hairy, like
wolf
hair everywhere.
Yeah,
like
everywhere.
like
I'll-
Sasquatch?
completely. I wouldn't even think.
I don't
twice
know.
about it.
I don't know. It's a tough one.
For real.
You can be cold.
You
bro.
can shave yourself down.
You can
Be
shave.
stubbly, but
You can't shave.
I don't know, man.
Renee's made up his fucking mind. He's like,
Hell of a
"Nah,
question.
I'm good. I'm good. Let's
yeah,
go to
you stumped us on that one. It's mind blowing.
He's gonna be completely bald, and you're gonna be what? Completely hairy. Or
Yeah,
completely bald,
hairy,
bro?
shaved down,
Boom.
stubbly.
You'll survive in the goddamn zombie apocalypse. I'll tell you what. Boom. All right, let's go to some current events. Check it out, guys.
Current events.
This is Kentucky.
Oh, so it's just live happening.
Oh,
This is Kentucky.
This is dope.
These people, check out this building, bro.
what is this?
It's the tallest building in Kentucky, in Capital City. Came crashing down.
I mean,
after
that's
these-
not dope. I meant like, we're gonna do this.
For real, right? Controlled implosion. No, look at this.
Is it?
Conspiracy theory. Yeah. People are watching. Look at this. I hear the explosions going off. Oh!
Oh yeah.
That looks a lot like 9/11.
It does, doesn't
Just
it?
saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Look at all these people going, well, let's breathe in this asbestos. Whoa, look at that aerial view. Looks just like 9/11.
What made you choose this video, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Is it like random or did you choose it? Because
Shows it, bro.
does like the does
How crazy is that?
like you've been saving this all week for?
Yeah, it's
Well,
like,
it
This is
happened
last
yesterday.
minute, bro.
you're gonna get Cisco talking
Is this-
about conspiracy theories, bro.
Hey, now that I think about it, how
From acid.
genius is that? I didn't even think about that. I swear to God, I didn't plan it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I swear to God, I
Yeah,
didn't
we're like,
plan it.
oh, conspiracy theory. Here we
Oh,
go.
'cause-
Oh, we're gonna go into conspiracies.
I wrote a script about conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
I don't
the whole- I
necessarily
didn't even think about the
I
whole
don't
fucking-
necessarily believe in all the things
Fuck
I
you.
wrote.
You had to do a lot of research to know that shit. I read that.
That I
script.
did to do a lot of research.
Well, when I first
Conspiracies
met you,
are crazy.
Really into conspiracy theories, but
I've,
They're
I guess
fun.
'cause you were writing the
I've-
script. and-
They're fun.
I was method writing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They're fuck you, method writing. He's like, the Earth is flat. Gravity's a lie. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Conspiracy theories are fun, but the crazy thing about them is that
They are fun. They are.
a lot of times there's some real shit that pops up,
Yeah.
and that's what solidifies
Right.
a lot of the conspiracies and shit.
Yeah.
Let's not get
Right.
crazy like Bigfoot or some shit, but
Right.
you know, there's some crazy shit that actually did
I
happen.
mean, that's what makes a conspiracy theory. It's mixed. It's the truth mixed with verifiable truth. What is truth? We can get into that.
Along with a lot of people
But,
that are
like,
hype men, you know, those people that just add
Yeah.
shit to stories. I
Right.
feel like that's what happened in the
Right.
Bible a lot of times. Like
Right.
every now and then somebody inserted a paragraph like,
Right.
"This is my boy Job. He was the dopest motherfucker ever.
Right.
He knew how to do this. He
Right.
knew how to do that because he was writing his own story. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
And it was.
Maybe I'm lying. Right? Wouldn't you? If you're writing a story and somebody's telling you, like, write the story, I'm telling you, you're like,
Well,
all right,
the-
cool. You're going to
Right.
insert some own shit about you.
And these stories get written over years and years and hundreds of years.
And through different
And
perspectives.
through different perspectives.
Because a lot of times,
Right.
people try to convince somebody of something and they'll even add their own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to be like,
Absolutely.
nah, I don't buy it. Well, yeah, well, he did this too. It's like, really? He did that?
And he was flying around.
Yeah,
What?
he's like, what? He was flying around.
Right.
Flying around.
This guy lost his ear and he put it back. What? Who is this guy? Bam. Anyway, all right. Let's watch. Check out this football pundit. I don't really want. You guys watch football?
A little bit.
Nah.
Not
Check out
really,
this
yeah.
guy. This is in Europe anyway, but still, check this out.
Sadly enough, I don't watch.
I just don't think this is very cool, man. Check out this guy. He's calling him out because his team lost and shit.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah,
soccer?
he's like, and he knows who he is, right? And
Wait.
he's saying 2-1.
Wait.
He's saying 2-1.
Spinning direction. Who's who?
That guy's a football. and
The guy who spit is a soccer player?
He's a football pundit.
Oh, pundit.
Yeah, but like he's a teenager who was heckling and he spit at this kid.
Wow.
That's disgusting.
Shit just got real, man.
Why would you do that? I don't know. I just feel like, man.
Because.
Well, you should have been talking shit.
The other video, I know it's true. You should have been
Absolutely.
talking shit.
Yeah.
But he's a teenager. Teenagers do stupid shit. You didn't do stupid shit when you were a
but if
teenager.
you're talking shit.
Stupid shit happens.
Stupid shit happens.
It's a good point. It's a good point. All right, moving on to the last one. Check this out. Did you guys ever see the launch of of Tesla launching the?
I
the
did
road?
actually.
Oh,
That was
that
amazing.
Bro, let's relive it today. They just put it out again. Let's relive this experience, guys. Oh. This motherfucker put a car
Oh,
in
that's right.
space.
Yeah. So does the does the audience at home see
Yeah.
see the video?
The people who watch the video,
Right.
yeah.
See the video. Otherwise, they think we're just listening to like a David Bowie song. Like they don't know. Like if you're on the radio, you're like what the fuck are they like?
Yeah. It's tight, man. He's one of those guys that just like, what? What do you mean I can't do this?
You can do it.
I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm a billionaire, bitch.
Yeah.
Didn't take no for an answer.
It's,
Oh my
it's
god.
amazing. What's crazy is that it's done privately. You know, it's not
Yeah.
NASA. That's just insane.
Look at this shit.
How much did that cost?
Billions. It just developing the damn rockets. He's the first guy who was able to land them again.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, all right, we're in the future. The future
I mean, what
is now.
they always say about NASA is that you have to, in order to put
Look
this
at that.
technology, in order
It lands in the
to
middle of the ocean.
Look at that.
You know what that landing dock is called? I Still Love You? Because the first one blew up on there? Or one of them blew up on there?
That's just.
You know that spacesuit
That's
is
just-
the actual suit that he designed? It's like a real life practical suit.
What I was gonna say was that
Spacesuit. It's not bulky.
was that what they always talk about the NASA space program is that by doing it, like they actually have to invent like 80 things to make it happen.
Yeah.
Like that's where Teflon was invented during the I think it was the space shuttle or probably earlier than that.
Shit, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Look at this motherfucker out in space. See you later, mannequin man. Made on Earth by humans. Bam.
So
See, guys, this guy launched a fucking car into outer space, which means you guys can definitely make a movie.
Dude.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Shit, man. That's beautiful, though. I'm glad you guys are finally, man,
Thank you, bro.
getting something.
Tell me about it.
No.
Just because it's like, the world needs it, man. You guys are stories. We all have a different type of magic, and we all share it different ways. It'd be cool to see what you guys come up with all together, especially because since you guys have been on this journey together for so long.
Yeah, and it's fun. This guy's amazing as a director. He's pretty powerful. He knows what he's doing. Seriously.
You were in New York for a minute, right?
Recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there from 2015 2016.
Damn. And that was just for work and stuff. That was the reason. Like,
Then I ended up just staying there. I ended up working on the Film Imperium.
Is Monica out there?
Monica's there because she's studying at FIT.
oh, so that's cool. You were close
Yeah.
to her, so no wonder you were like, "Fuck it, I'll just stay for a minute."
For people that don't know, my girlfriend is from East LA and now lives in my apartment that I grew up in New York, and I had to come back here for work, and we kind of,
You guys switch places.
especially we switched places. Yeah.
That's funny, man. That's kind of crazy. Were you ever living in New York? You were, right?
Just crashing his place for years. For years, man.
It's kind of Rene style.
From Connecticut, yeah, exactly.
Took that train from Connecticut.
How far is it?
An hour 45 minutes.
Oh, it's
but
not
when
bad
I was
at all.
in college, I lived in Storrs, Connecticut, so that was another 45 minutes. So
2 hours, two and a half.
so I'd get an audition.
He'd come down, do his audition, crash at my place.
It's like it would be like if you lived in San Diego here right now.
Yeah, exactly.
If I didn't have to like be in Hollywood so frequently.
Was it
or, like,
not San Jose. You said San Jose?
San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Yeah.
If I didn't
Like
have
2
to
hours,
be in
yeah.
LA all the time, like
Yeah.
I'd live in fucking San Diego. It's beautiful out. Have you guys been?
I passed through. It looked beautiful. But
Oh man,
I've been
number one
stuck in
weather
this
in the
LA
country. Oh, it's beautiful, bro. People are nicer. It's not as crowded. Yeah, man, it's just an awesome place to live. Anyway, that wraps it up, man. Anything else you guys want to leave the people off with? Anything you want to say?
No, it's been a good experience, bro.
Yeah,
this was actually
thank
a
you,
lot of
man.
fun.
Pretty painless.
man.
Yeah.
I told you guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like pulling off a band. Okay, cool.
Hey, can I say what do you say when you always go?
Oh, Curious Radio?
Yeah, Curious Radio.
Catch you guys later, guys.
Curious Radio.
Thanks for listening to episode 52.
Yes.
And we're out.
Peace. Oh.
Curious Radio.